It's time for the Terry Riggs Show. Find out each week what's going on inside Forest Park Ranger football. Exclusively on the Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Brosmer Communications.
Wanting to scan those old videos, films, or audio to DVD? We'll look no further than Milligan Communications. We can also scan your old pictures, slides, and negatives to picture quality as well. With thousands of happy customers, let Milligan Communications help put your treasured memories on a digital media. Call Milligan Communications today at 812-630-2449. Milligan Communications, capturing your yesterdays.
You dream it, we create it at Street Dreams. Custom paint, fabrication, stereos, wheels, tires, and more. We're also your authorized Sinister Sound dealer. Street Dreams, 317-624-1000, where you expect quality and get.
Welcome to the Drew Messmer Show on the Southwestern Indiana Sports Network. Join us each week as we go inside Forest Park basketball with head coach Drew Messmer. Now for the Drew Messmer Show on the Southwestern Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Brosmer Communications.
And welcome to this week's Terry Riggs Show. And Coach, I'll tell you what, last week you had a home game against Southridge, and you recap that for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Going into it, we knew, their backfield was going to be pretty heavy for us. They're really good up front. They have a solid line on both sides of the ball. They're a rodeo kid. Playing both ways obviously gives people fits. From the kickoff, I think we played them tough. Two turnover on downs, if you will. Forcing the punt, 2 punts in a row. They do something similar. We get caught looking in the backfield a couple times in the secondary, and they throw a couple solid touchdowns, and it's 28-0 at halftime. We come out at halftime, make some adjustments, and we march down the field. Take about 5-6 minutes off the clock and, score a touchdown, 28-7. And from there, they did something similar again, caught us lacking in the backfield. And, that's the thing about Southridge. They have a lot of weapons, and they're a little bit more balanced than they have been in years past, if you will. They're not afraid to throw the ball, not afraid to out formation, and then, run the ball. We thought our guys competed, and that's what the ultimate goal was going to be going into the game. We know we're young. We saw a lot of bright spots, at linebacker and at our use of a tight end. So we're excited about this week. But yeah, last week we saw a lot of good things that came out of that, outside of the scoreboard part of it. So we're excited to move forward here.
And, we discussed, we talked about it last week. How did your reunion go?
Oh, it was awesome. I talked to Eric Uvalor after the game or Saturday morning and sort of asked him, how it turned out. He didn't get an exact number of people, but there was a lot of people there. They were excited to be there, excited to watch Forest Park football. And, it's really nice to get them involved, and we look forward to doing something similar. I think the community in general, we're pretty young football-wise overall, so it's going to be nice to, keep doing some of that in terms of continuity and, get them around football as much as possible. So I think they enjoyed it. I think it was really good for the program and for the community.
And, we're getting ready to we had a section round table for football, and the one thing that I think it was Kurt Guxell from WBC told me, he said had more college football players than Forest Park lately.
Yeah. That's one of the, I guess, cool things, if you will, having, Ben Broniker go through and, the likes of Grant Welp. But, you look around the area, there's a bunch of kids, they're going to play different sports. The kid from Southridge is going to wrestle at West Point, various other schools. So, I mean, and to have something like that, especially for a young program, I think it's huge. And, being able to have the kids see that, it doesn't matter where you're playing football. If you could play, you could play.
And we're back on the Terry Riggs Show after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to the Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Brosmark Communications.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Important, amazingest game ever played in the universe. The pitcher is fierce. Danny Roberts is up at bat. And the crowd goes wild. He just won the game. Let's go! Yes!
We protect the car you drive.
Go get him, Danny.
And the dreams that drive you. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Welcome to the Drew Messmer Show on the Southwestern Indiana Sports Network. Join us each week as we go inside Forest Park basketball with head coach Drew Messmer. Now for the Drew Messmer Show on the Southwestern Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Brosmark Communications.
And welcome back to the Terry Riggs Show, and we're joined by DC Broadcasting Sports Director Kurt Guxell. Section number 40, Class 2A, for Game 1 is Forest Park versus North Posey. Game 2, Mitchell versus Paoli. Game 3 is Tell City versus Crawford County. And Game 4 is Perry Central versus Mater Dei. I know you don't cover Forest Park, but I'm sure you know a lot about them. But what can you tell us about Forest Park?
Well, they're a very young team. They had a lot of injuries throughout the course of the season. New coach in Terry Riggs, he's done a really good job at keeping them on task and battling through all those injuries. They were in several games throughout the season. They've had some turnover problems. They fumbled the football a lot. And they've just been snake bit. They won their opening game against Princeton, but have not won since. So it's been a trying time for Coach Riggs and his team, but they still practice and they still play hard. So hopefully they can put together a good game against North Posey.
And I think what Coach Riggs is trying to do is also trying to do tradition. I know the last football game they had all the football alumni back, and I think he's just trying to get everything going over at Forest Park.
Yeah, they had a really good start to their football tradition. Usually it's the other way around. You struggle for a while when you start a new program, back in the day, but they did it right through their FPNF Football League. Eric Ubelor put that together, and they didn't try to sprint before they crawled, and they built up a good few years under Terry Wagner and had they had more college players than the other Du Bois County schools combined. When you're talking about Grant Welp, an All-American quarterback at Franklin, and Nathan Jones at Marion, and of course Ben Broniker and all those guys. And that's because they built it step by step back in the day. So they do have some good tradition. And Coach Terry Wagner did a great job of starting that, and along with Eric and that crew. But they're just trying to find some footing, and it's just so hard in the PAC to get footing if you're not a traditional team, because there's several of these teams who've been playing football for 100 years in that league that haven't made headways. And Forest Park is, right there on the cusp of getting some things going in a positive manner because of young players. And I think Coach Riggs is going to do a really good job of moving this thing forward.
We'll be back on the Terry Riggs Show right after these messages from our sponsors on the Southwest Union Sports Network, powered by Milligan Brosper Communications.
When you think sporting goods, think no further than All-Star Sports in Ferdinand. Custom embroidery, screen printing, team uniforms, sports equipment, and sports apparel and shoes. We have it all. Give Brad a call today at 812-367-1618 or visit them in the Country Plaza Shopping Center in Ferdinand. All-Star Sports is open Monday through Friday 10 to 7 and Saturday 9 to 4. All-Star Sports, when you're thinking sporting goods.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
And welcome back to the Terry Riggs Show. And Coach, this week is Sectional Week, and everyone's excited about Sectional Week. And you get to take on a very familiar foe in North Posey. Why don't you preview that game for us?
Yeah, so we saw a lot of good things from our behalf. When we played them the first time, if we take care of the football, it puts us in a little bit better position. Going into this week, we've seen some things the last couple of weeks that they haven't shown all year. So, gives us a different look. They still want to run, what they want to run offensively. Defensively, they haven't changed dramatically from what we've seen. They have a 2-3-headed monster, in the backfield with the quarterback, tailback, and 84. They like to move him around, give him some shots on the outside, let him run between the tackles or perimeter. So, we're excited about this game. We think it's a good opportunity to once again take care of the football, put us in a position to come out on the other side at the end of the game.
And if you win this game, you get the reward of playing Mater Dei or Perry Central. And you know what they say? You have to be the best, you have to beat the best.
Yes, and we're on the upper side, so I think we would get Paoli or Mitchell. I think right now it's Tell City and Crawford County would have the winner of Perry and Mater Dei. But, and again, you want to look ahead just a tad bit, just to be prepared and things like that. But, like I told our guys, it's very special to be coaching or playing in late October, early November, so on and so forth. And, that time of year is special, especially when it's cold and, really good football weather. But we told our guys, we're focused on this Friday night and this Friday night only. It's the only thing we can control. And, if we go 100% of the time, I think it puts us in a really good position to, like I said, come out on the other side of this thing.
I think we talked last week. I said that good thing about sophomores and juniors, and sophomores and freshmen and juniors is they become another grade older.
Yeah, and like I said, we're getting rid of some of those learning curves and making some of those early mistakes, sort of this year. And we're not looking ahead by any means. We're very excited about the group that we do have. But right now, it's about grooming these kids to play mistake-free football, and then also getting these underclassmen ready for leadership roles, especially during sectional week, and making sure that everybody's on the same page.
Well, Coach, good luck this weekend against North Posey.
Hey, thank you.
And you've been listening to the Terry Riggs Show on the Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Brosper Communications. We'll see you next week.